Yeah.
Are we rolling? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
New Year's resolution, I'd have to say, be nicer to you and Mike.
Yeah, that would be great. I like that one.
Your New Year's resolution?
It's for you to be nicer to me and
Yeah,
Mike.
really. Best moment of the year was actually going to Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final.
I really actually enjoyed you paddleboarding, I think. And we're going to be seeing that later on the show, but you paddleboarding
In Hawaii.
is pretty. I could just watch that on repeat for 30 minutes.
Pretty smooth, eh? You can tell I'm a prairie dog.
Yeah.
What we won't show is Paul throwing up in his mouth at the top
Yeah,
of
the Tour de Vic.
Yeah, Tour de Vic, top of Lens Road.
I finished.
You're going to quit. 25 years old, you're going to quit.
Yeah, that was hard.
Hi, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Paul.
And welcome to 2012, and you're watching a special edition of Game On.
Watch it.
It's Game On.
Tonight, it's our New Year's special. We break down the biggest stories from the past 365 days. From the good to the bad to the downright ugly, we got it all in our Plays of the Year. And from the top guests to the worst dressed, the way to ring in the new year is Game On.
Game On is brought to you by Windows West, doing what it takes to earn your business and going even further to keep it.
Hello and welcome to Game On, and a very happy new year to everyone out there tonight. I would be Jeff, this would be Paul, and we have a very special show for you this evening.
Yeah, it was an amazing year for us here at Game On. The main one is we didn't get canceled.
Yay.
We're going to take a look back at all the big moments from 2011, the return of the WHL, the Canucks' amazing Stanley Cup run, and Jeff King becoming a father. We got it all covered tonight.
Yeah, the last one, the biggest for me,
Yes.
and that's the reason I have these bags under my eyes. But let's stick to the sports for now as we take a look back at an amazing year. Here's the best of the best from 2011 with our Game On baby boy.
Who's that?
Mike Walker.
The year 2011 began the way it traditionally does for hockey fans in this country, watching Team Canada go for gold at the World Juniors. And Victoria native Tyson Barrie gave Islanders an extra reason to stay tuned. Unfortunately, a 5-goal third period from the Russians forced Canada to settle for silver. But there was a golden performance in the month of January, figure skater Patrick Chan captivating fans at Save-On-Foods Memorial Centre with a record-setting routine to claim top spot at the Canadian National Championships. That wasn't the only drama to play out at the barn on Blanchard in 2011. As the season turned to spring, the Victoria Salmon Kings also transformed into a playoff contender. But with an April announcement set to bring the Western Hockey League back to town, the Salmon Kings adopted a quite literal do-or-die attitude, playing their way into the conference finals before bowing out to their arch rivals from Alaska and closing the book on pro hockey in the capital. On the mainland, though, the Vancouver Canucks were just getting going after a President's Trophy regular season and surviving a 7-game scare against the Chicago Blackhawks. The Canucks cruised past Nashville and San Jose en route to a Stanley Cup final appearance for the first time in 17 years. But Tim Thomas and the Boston Bruins proved too much for Vancouver, who dropped Game 7 on home ice, stretching their NHL championship drought to 40 years. And while the disappointment sank into the hearts of Canucks fans across the province, all hell broke loose on the streets of Vancouver. The hundreds of thousands gathered to cheer on their team, belittled by the dozens who took the opportunity to riot, echoing and exceeding the scenes of 1994 and leaving a black eye on a magical season for the Vancouver Canucks. As the summer season arrived on Vancouver Island, so did the bikes, starting with the inaugural Victoria International Cycling Festival, which opened with the Ryder Hejdahl Tour de Victoria in late June. Meanwhile, on the Mid-Island, the BC Bike Race brought some of the world's best mountain bikers to Cumberland in July. And rounding out a two-wheeled summer on the coast, the unforgettable debut of Jump Ship saw fearless freeriders strut their stuff on a barge in downtown Victoria, without a doubt a harbor highlight in 2011. And not long after championing the cause at home, Ryder Hejdahl took his talents to the French Alps in August, helping Team Garmin-Cervelo claim top spot at the Tour de France, a fitting end to a fantastic season on the bike. In the pool, Ryan Cochran continued to shine. The Victoria product picked up a pair of silver medals at the World Aquatics Championships and has positioned himself as one of Canada's top swimmers heading into London 2012. The Boys of Summer caught headlines this year as well, including Comox kid Taylor Green, who got the call to join the Milwaukee Brewers in August and helped his big league club all the way to the league championship series. Islanders competing on the world stage didn't end there. More than a dozen members of the local rugby scene representing Canada in fine form at the 2011 Rugby World Cup in New Zealand. And with an opening match victory over Tonga, the Canadian squad thrust the sport into the spotlight here in Canada and caught the attention of the world too. But with the fall season upon us, the highly anticipated arrival of the Western Hockey League took center stage in Victoria, with the Royals kicking off the party against the Vancouver Giants September 24th.
And over the line, here comes Crooks. Crooks shot, scores!
With a blistering start to the season in front of sellout crowds at Save-On Foods Memorial Center, the Royals were an instant hit in the capital, making the return of the WHL well worth the wait. In October, the Good Life Fitness Victoria Marathon brought thousands of athletes to Vancouver Island, including some of the top long-distance runners on the planet. Kenya's Thomas Amwenga set a new marathon record on a day with perfect race conditions, while Lucy and Jerry shattered the previous women's time by more than 5 minutes, leaving a memorable mark on the streets of Victoria. It was a big season on the gridiron too, with the Vancouver Island Raiders completing another flawless BC Junior Football League season in the Harbour City. And while the Nanaimo boys fell short in the Western Final, a Raider alumnus helped the BC Lions to the biggest turnaround in CFL history. From an 0-5 start to a Grey Cup title on home turf, Andrew Harris was named top Canadian for his role in the Leos Against All Odds championship. And speaking of winning it all, with winter on the horizon, the CIS National Soccer Championships arrived in Victoria, and after a dramatic semi-final shootout victory, the UVic Vikes took the Canadian crown to round out an unforgettable year in Vancouver Island sports.
This portion of Game On brought to you by Capital Iron. There's no store like it.
Thank you very much, Mike, and what a year it was. I'm sure 2012 will be just as big since it is an Olympic year, but still with 2011, what was the biggest moment for you, Jeff?
Well, Paul, it has to be sort of, unfortunately, the Vancouver Riots, the first Game 7 that I've ever been to, and it seemed like the stars were aligning for the Canucks to win their first Stanley Cup, but it certainly got ugly in a hurry.
Yeah, you and I went over there to cover the game. We got a lot more than we bargained for. That was huge, but for me, locally, the big story has to be the return of the WHL to Victoria, and that amazing opening night.
Oh, yeah, we all remember Jamie Crooks scored the first ever home goal for the Royals.
Oh, yeah.
The Barn on Blanchard Electric. Whole lot of fun, and certainly more of that coming up in 2012.
That is for sure. All right, coming up after the break, more of our Game On New Year's Day special, including some of our favorite Game On moments of 2011, including that. Jeff.
Embarrassing. We're
Awesome.
showing that again.
Yeah.
You're going to want to stick around for our Plays of the Year as well. Always a crowd pleaser. We got the best hangover cure right here. More Game On coming up after a short break. Stay with us.
Right here.
We couldn't have asked for a better window buying experience. The windows are fantastic, exactly what we expected. But the real key is the superior customer service from start to finish.
Windows West, doing what it takes to earn your business and going even further to keep it.
How can one be passionate about lighting? Because lighting sets the mood for living, and McLaren Lighting has been lighting up lives for 50 years. Whatever your look is, beautiful design and exceptional quality are hallmarks. With exquisite lighting for every budget, furnish both the interior and exterior of your home. Design, quality, excellence. First in fashion lighting. Make your wish list online. McLaren Lighting.
Don't miss the Boxing Week sale, December 27th to 31st.
It's all about fit. Getting the right fit is as important as selecting the right shoe. At Front Runners and New Balance Victoria, our expert staff assess your running physique and biomechanics to get the best fit for your feet. We have the largest selection of footwear on the island and a 30-day guarantee. It's all about fit, and Front Runners, New Balance Victoria is a fit with our community. Supporting local groups, creating programs, and providing footwear for the needy, we're helping to make a difference. Front Runners, New Balance Victoria, locally owned, community driven.
At Pets West, we're honored to be part of the community for over 22 years, always offering you great prices, service, and selection.
Wellness pet food is more than just natural. It's quality food which provides the perfect nutritional balance that helps improve the life of your pet. It all starts with food you can trust. Simple, pure, natural. This is where true wellness begins.
We're here because we care. Pets West in the Broadmead Village Shopping Center. Committed to you and your pet.
Mike Broderick knew at an early age that pro hockey probably wasn't in his future, but a future of helping customers score great deals on appliances definitely was. Trail Appliances Boxing Week Blowout. Save big on KitchenAid and get the appliances you've always wanted. Receive incredible sale pricing, plus save up to an additional 15% on select KitchenAid built-in appliances. KitchenAid, for the way it's made. Trail's deals of the year are here. See our flyer online.
Have you tried Lebanese food? Beirut Express, the island's first. Shawarma, tabbouleh, falafel, fattoush, you'll be hooked. Juicy, tender lamb and chicken. Tangy salads. Fresh, tasty, and healthy.
Beirut Express, you gotta try it.
Game On is brought to you by Windows West, doing what it takes to earn your business and going even further to keep it.
Hello and welcome back to our special New Year's Day edition of Game On. We've taken a look at the big stories of 2011, but it was also an amazing year for us here at Game On.
Oh yeah, Paul, from a great guest to fun stories, we sure had a lot of fun. We've embarrassed ourselves more than a few times, but
yes, we have.
That's okay. Let's look back at some of the best Game On moments from the past 365 days.
Hi everyone, how are you all today? I'm Howie Meeker, and I'm here with Jeff and Paul, and introducing Game On.
I'm Simon Whitfield, and you're watching Game On.
Thank you very much for bringing me home a matching shirt.
Is it uncomfortable? A little uncomfortable?
Very uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah.
But hey, Jeff, isn't this you out on the paddleboard or off of it?
Oh, it's terrible.
Okay, we have to say the same time. Hi, I'm Matt. I'm Ryan. And we're coming up tonight on Sports Cage.
It's kind of awkward.
I kind of like, I don't know, Jeff's talked to me more than Paul is, but I'm warming up to Paul.
Guys were doing flips and unreal tricks, and Paul, not so much.
I did that.
How's it feel? Was that the full or was that the half? That was the half. Did it feel like a full? Felt like a full. What's the next goal? Like you're always wanting to conquer the other Everest.
Yeah. At least a six-pack this afternoon, I'm thinking.
Is this getting any easier, Jeff? Is this getting... Oh, he's back here. He's back.
In fact, it gets the flipper legs going in the air.
I just didn't want to...
But you didn't break anything.
Well, luckily.
That's
I didn't
nice
realize.
bucket, too, by the way.
I didn't realize.
Nice helmet.
That's borrowed. looks like the back of my car.
You're watching Game On with Jeff and Mike?
Paul.
You're watching Game On with Jeff and Paul.
You know, I'm really into progressive house music, so anything that really has a good beat.
Where's the camera?
And do I have to look in that camera or at myself?
Age-wise, I would be Demi, this would be Ashton, but don't worry, friends, we are not breaking up.
No, we're staying together for the kids.
Yes.
We got some rain up in Whitehorse.
Hi, I'm Dale Purington. It's my son, Vaughn. He's already tougher than Paul and Jeff.
Here we go. Oh, he's
back down.
Hi, I'm Matt. And I'm Ryan. And we're coming up tonight on Game On.
Nice. Oh, very nice.
Oh, yeah. Always a lot of fun here at Game On. Still can't believe they pay us to do this.
Are they paying us?
Even if it isn't Monopoly money.
Right.
Financial woes aside, let's keep this party going.
Oh, yeah, Paulie, this is what it's all about. Let's kick back, relax, grab the beverage of your choice, and without further ado, here's my baby boy's favorite part of the show.
What's that?
The Game On Plays of the Year.
Plays of the Week is brought to you by Hasbro Environmental, demolition, asbestos, and mold abatement specialists.
Yeah, we couldn't afford to pay our voiceover guy extra to say year.
No.
All right, start in Poland, and this is how Jeff King carries me onto the set every episode.
Yeah, you're heavier than you look.
That's
Goal
what I
of
hear.
the Year. PCHL, courtesy of Matt Brown, the Couch of Valley Capitals, the sick move, that one, a dandy.
I'll do you one better, Jeff. This one from the VIJHL, Tyson Rennie of the Campbell River Storm. Something straight out of a video game. How sick is that?
Very nice, actually. Don't show a lot of soccer goals,
No,
but
we don't.
this one was something special from Canada, the goalie scoring from his own end with the one-hopper.
Yeah, all right. Wouldn't be Plays of the Year without some world records. First, for most T-shirts worn by a man, this guy wins with over 800. Cool.
No, not cool. Hot.
Nice one.
Here's another world record for fastest free fall. This guy in China got his wingsuit over 100 kilometers an hour. Why, you ask?
Oh, he's crazy.
We're still asking that question.
Yeah.
Why?
All right. Right and wrong way to score on a breakaway. This would be the wrong way, courtesy of Craig Smith in Nashville. And this would be the right way, courtesy of Jamie Benn in Dallas. The Victoria boy, the little sneaky deke right there. Nice work.
You taught him that, didn't you?
No, I did not.
Right or wrong way to take a golf shot, Charles Barkley. The disgusting swing.
That is awful.
That is the wrong way, Paul. While Rory McIlroy shows us how it's really done. Buck 70 out, hits the back of the green and into the jar.
Yeah, all right. Jump ship in Victoria this summer and check out the 720 off the ramp. That is all kinds of stupid.
All right, back to the ice, and the Canucks throwing the body around first. Alex Burrows avoids the check. And then Keith Ballard throws the textbook hip check. Love to see that.
Yeah, I love to see this as well. Game 7, Vancouver, Chicago. Alex Burrows, the howitzer in overtime. That was amazing.
That was good. So was this. Victoria Royals' first ever home game. Jamie Crooks scores the first goal in franchise history. A lot of fun that night.
Yeah, that was fun. This was fun, too. CIS National Men's Soccer Final. UVic's Craig Gorman. The amazing footwork feeds Cam Hundall in front. The Vikes are the national soccer champions.
All right, stick with soccer here, Paulie. Goal of the year has to go to Wayne Rooney. Check out the bicycle kick into the yawning cage.
Oh, it's like a dream.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty.
We got to finish with our boy, Andrew Harris, former VI Raider, and he shines in the CFL, leading the Lions all the way to the Grey Cup.
Yeah, from 0-5 to Grey Cup champions, capping off our plays of the year.
Yeah, that is some good stuff. All right, we're going to take another quick break here on Game On, but make sure to stick around for some of our favorite sports cage guests, of 2011.
Yeah, Theo Fleury to Cheryl Bernard. We had some great guests over the past year. That coming up after a break, but first, here's a look at some Island standings.
Island Standings is brought to you by Frontrunners New Balance. Locally owned, community driven.
Take a look at Capital Iron.
Hi, Mike Black here. Come see why there's no store like ours for housewares.
The perfect cup of coffee is important to you. Bring the cafe experience home with quality brewing machines at Capital Iron. Grind your own beans and master the art of pulling a perfect shot of espresso or frothing the ultimate latte. Fully automatic or manual, we'll help you find the right model for your perfect cup.
Capital Iron, Victoria's favorite store for over 75 years.
Capital Iron. There's no store like it.
Seasonally, our wet West Coast environment can lead to serious residential mold outbreaks. Protect your family from hazardous, allergic, and toxic reactions. In Victoria, Hasbro Environmental will safely and effectively remove these dangerous contaminants. Killing mold only creates a more dangerous condition, as dead mold and spores are more easily airborne and inhaled. If you suspect a mold issue in your home, call for your free consultation, 250-891-4977. Call Hasbro and breathe easy.
The installation crew was fantastic. Quick, careful, and clean. The windows look so amazing that I don't want to put the blinds up. A great experience from start to finish.
Windows West, doing what it takes to earn your business and going even further to keep it.
For everybody, if you find the right foods, take the right supplements, you can avoid reaching for that 4 o'clock coffee because you have energy throughout the whole day. Faster, stronger, higher, smarter, lifestyle markets, where everyone has a passion for food, people, and health.
This year in BC, in just 1 month, over 90,000 people used a food bank. 31% were children. Food banks are struggling to meet the need. Your donation of non-perishable food, money, or time makes a big difference. Please, this holiday season, donate to your local food bank, because hunger has no age limit. With the support of these sponsors, BMO Bank of Montreal, Cars Crackers, Spratshaw Community College, Money's Calkins and Burke, Dempster's, and Golden Dragon.
Friday on Check.
You and I are going to Miami.
She's not my girlfriend. She's our new client.
We're going to South Beach.
Sun, sand, sex. I'm not a kept man. I'm a spy, damn it.
Check. Friday at 8 on your Island's own Check. Sports Cage is brought to you by McLaren Electric, leaders in lighting for 50 years.
Hello and welcome back to Game On. Now we've shown you the top stories of the year, best Game On moments, the top plays. Now it's time to check out some of our best guests of 2011.
Yeah, we've had some dandies in the old Sports Cage over the year, from Theo Fleury to Jeff's favorite Cheryl Bernard. Here's some of the best Game On guests from the past year.
Yes. Let's start with the beard. I mean, that's sort of been the talk of the country, and You started growing this, what, like 3 weeks ago? Is that what it was or something?
No, it's been about 8 months now. Started when I had a shoulder surgery. I used a straight blade razor to shave, so I figured I wouldn't be able to do that with the shoulder down. But yeah, it's definitely grown a lot faster than I would have expected.
I never fought mad. You know, it was never in me. First, I didn't like it. I did it because it was my job. I had to.
Right.
And I was never mad, and I never wanted to hurt the other guy. And you get a repetition like that. That's pretty.
But talk about intimidation right before you're about to fight someone. You wish him good luck. That's probably pretty nerve-wracking.
There's two things with that which you're right. Is that the first thing that I would smile. I always smile before fight because I always find it funny that we square off.
Yeah.
So long, so I would smile, and then I wish the guy good luck. So mentally, psychologically, it's screwed the guy's head because you get so nervous when you say that. When it's good luck, he's like, what? And he doesn't know what to say, right? Yeah. So a lot of time they were over before they even started.
Jamie Benn, a Victoria guy, actually Paul played Junior B with Jamie, and you said you knew there was something special there when he was in Kelowna years ago.
Well, he's a late bloomer. I mean, he never played in the league until, he was a late guy joining the WHL, and then he came in and scored, had a 50-goal year, I think, and knocked my team out of the playoffs one year. So if I could have got a hold of him in a dark alley that year, I would have done something to him. But no, I'm glad I didn't, because now he plays for me in the NHL. So he is an ex-superstar, I think, and one of the great superstars and the great future of the NHL. And for Dallas, he's as important a player as we have on our roster.
I didn't want to retire as a suspended player. Yeah. And, I started, a few Februaries ago. I was like 215 pounds, sat my wife down at the kitchen table and said, guess what, honey, I'm going to make a comeback. And she kind of looked at me and was like, yeah, okay. And, but, at the end of the day, I did get reinstated. So, hopefully, somewhere down the road, I'll get that phone call from the Hockey Hall of Fame, but the game has changed and it's different, and the guys are younger, and but it was a great experience, and the way that first game played out, Hollywood scripts, can't
JR1 in overtime.
Yeah. Did you feel like that was a good way to end, because you retired shortly after that?
Yeah, I think after the puck went in the net, they could open up the Zamboni gates, and I could have just skated off. Well, and there's not too many guys that get to leave the playing field to a standing ovation and people chanting their name. So it worked out really well.
Let's fast forward then to '86 and the World Cup team, and something that registers huge here on the island, because there's so many island guys with Bruce Wilson, and you had Ian Bridge and George Pecos, and
Jamie
you mentioned
Lowry.
From Port Alberni. So talk about the magic of that team and the magic of that year.
It was incredible, and Bruce Wilson was the captain at that time, and I was the vice captain, so we spent a lot of time together. Actually, 2 years prior to that, we qualified for the Olympics as well, that same group of players in LA, and we actually got to the quarterfinals against Brazil, lost on penalty shots. Bruce did score his chance. Bridgie missed his, by the way. Yeah.
Nice. Get that dig in there. Get it in there.
I think the thing that we wanted to do with the Olympics was to be able to, instead of just taking this medal and hanging it up somewhere, we wanted to, be able to do something with it, to motivate kids, to do some speaking, motivate corporations, talk about our trip and our journey, and so that's what we've been doing a lot of.
Showing it to a couple of kids today.
I have, very excited ones. Thank you so much.
Wow, Cheryl, that's fantastic. One other question that's been on my mind for a few days. What is the worst pronunciation of your last name that you ever heard over a public address?
He almost screwed it up.
Almost. Well, I told you I played in a junior college in Utah. We went to play a game against Dixie College in Idaho, and I remember coming out on the field, and the guy said, "Mo Killahonky."
That's intimidating, though.
You won the Rookie of the Year, correct?
Yeah, and you beat Mr. Hockey. Gordie Howe was runner-up.
That's the greatest miscarriage of justice in the history of hockey.
Really? You really think so?
Oh, you knew every time that he was, I was 21, okay, and he was 18. Yeah. And every time you looked up, he was home free, he was making plays and big and strong and everything else. And fourth game of the finals, in Stanley Cup finals, He goes into the corner, I go into the corner, he gives me a shove, I give him a shove, he gives me this, I give him that, and he goes, whack! Oh, I mean, he's 6 foot, and I'm here, and his elbows were right there. See?
Oh, my.
Tooth gone.
Oh, really?
I went to Bill Chadwick, I said, Bill, for Christ's sakes, you know, Gordy just gave me an elbow here. You didn't give him a penalty, but that's all right, but you know, I got to find that tooth. So anyways, they brought out the scrapers and everything else. Well, 4 years later, we're in Detroit, see? We're playing Detroit, the Red Wings, Stanley Cup Finals again. See?
Yeah.
Hal goes in the corner, I go in the corner. I shove him, he shoves me. He goes, what? Like this, see? Guess what?
Another tooth?
Oh, gee. Gordy Howe towed him.
That's Gordy Howe's work right there.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Every time I meet him, I see him about 2 or 3 times a year as he travels around the country. Hi, Howie, how are the teeth?
Yes, we've had a lot of great guests on the show, but none bigger, no pun intended, than right now. This is my son, Cole Frederick King, just 3 weeks old, making his TV debut.
So adorable.
Say hello.
He fits right in here on Game On.
Look at him.
Pretty much looks the same age as Mike Walker,
Yeah,
so that's
he's a
not
little
really an
bigger,
issue.
actually.
But seriously, a very big congratulations to you and your fiance Asher. That's awesome.
Thanks very much, Paul. And thanks to all the viewers for the well wishes over the past few weeks. We truly feel blessed to have this little guy as our Christmas gift this year.
Yeah, a coal in your stocking on Christmas. I told you that was going to happen.
Well, I deserved it.
Yeah, that's right. All right, that's going to do it for us tonight. Thanks to all our sponsors and our viewers for an awesome 2011. From all of us here at Game On, including Cole, Happy New Year and good night.
Good night.